They happened to clip this animal right along the collateral lining.
What in God's green earth are you doing, woman?
Hey guys, it's Bryce here. I'm coming at you from Anthem today with a little bit of a different style video. Here at Rattlesnake Solutions, we do hundreds of calls a year, and the vast majority of those, it's so amazingly. From the homeowner to picking up the snake to finding a relocation spot, the whole 9 yards tends to go very well. However, in those hundreds of calls per year, we will get a couple that end up less than ideal. Obviously did not film this call earlier this year, but about a month and a half ago, I ran a call up to Anthem for a gopher snake that was crawling around a yard. Unfortunately, the homeowners were not from the area, not familiar with the local species that we have. I was able to get there, I was able to find the snake in the yard, get control of it, take it out of there. However, the wounds are not something I felt the animal would be able to recover from right away. So I took this animal home. I've spent the last, again, month and a half or so and doing what I can to kind of heal what whatever injuries that I can. From that, I peeped over in his cage a couple days ago and I noticed that we have a shed. It's a good telltale sign to me that I've done just about everything that I can for this animal. And at this point, I think it's a safe bet to release him. There's nothing else that captivity will really benefit this animal. And at this point, it's on his own, and I can only wish him the best and hope that all the assistance that I gave him really goes somewhere. So as you can see, for the most part, this gopher snake looks pretty healthy. There's not many injuries, many scars or anything. Up until you look at the tail. They happened to clip this animal right along the collateral lining, which is where this animal excretes and goes about his business. It's healed over tremendously. That wound was much worse a long time ago. And again, after seeing a shed, after seeing that it's pretty scabbed over, a lot of this is going to come down to whether or not this animal can poop in the wild. But I've done what I can in captivity, and at this point, he gets a second chance back out in the wild. Let's go bring you back out into the preserve, and I'll find you a nice home to spend the winter in. So I'm walking our buddy out into the preserve here, just looking for a nice temperate spot that's gonna stay nice and warm for these coming cooler conditions. Again, just keeping him pretty close to where I found him. He'll do all these homes a favor by munching on some of their roof rats and whatnot. He doesn't serve any sort of threat to people or pets or anything of the like. I think out this way I might be able to find a nice pack rat nest or something that's at the base of one of these Palo Verdes or a mesquite tree. That'll be a great little spot for him to overwinter. Well, to be honest, I don't really think a better home exists for a gopher snake out here. This is probably where I'm gonna part ways with our buddy and wish him the best. Again, a lot of this is gonna come down to whether or not he can poop, but, oh, where are you going? We're not going up there. He's active, he's healthy, he's got energy, he shed. I've done everything I can, and I feel comfortable at this point saying that this snake has the best chance to survive in the wild than it ever would. On that note, Mr. Gopher Snake, let's get you back in your home range. Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey everyone, headed to a call in Gilbert. A gentleman has a snake that is sitting under his condensation drip, just soaking up the water, getting a drink. And I'm not too sure what kind of snake it is. It looks like it's pretty centrally located in the city, so it's probably a gopher snake. So let's go.
You like
Good.
this?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
You don't?
No, I don't do critters.
Okay. Oh, it's a king snake. Yeah, it's a California king snake. Hi.
But how did it get into the hood?
They live here.
They wrote it.
What in God's green earth are you doing, woman?
Look at that.
It's a king snake.
Tools!
I could have done that.
Yeah, they're harmless.
Wow.
It's a beautiful one.
Dog hair.
You guys can hold it if you want.
Well, if I'd known that, I would have grabbed it.
Look at
Yeah. These ones are pretty chill and they don't tend to bite.
Okay.
These guys do very well in urban areas. Yeah. I mean, plenty of water, plenty of rodents.
it. The texture like throws me off. I think
Okay.
they're cool.
I'm glad you enjoyed
It's not even
that.
that bad.
That it's where they go to the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah, he's musking. Your hands are probably gonna stink.
Run on
That's
your
what they do to like. I stink. Don't eat me.
Yeah,
I'm nasty.
don't touch me.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Wow. Wow.
Hey, show and tell's over. Show and tell's over.
Isn't it cool? He's pretty. Yeah, he's shedding a little. Yeah. Okay, I'll put you in the bucket. All right, Mr. King. I found this little watery, like grassy area here. I'm just gonna let it go here. It's swimming. You don't have to go in the water, but it's nice and cool down here at least. That's what you're doing anyways, huh? Staying nice and cool. Where's your little head at? So cool. Oh, that was another fun call. King snake, beautiful king snake. It's just under that water jet trying to stay nice and cool. It looked like it was about to shed too. So I'm thankful that they called. I guess there was talk of killing the snake, but they decided to call us. So always thankful when people decide to call us and have us relocate it. And they held the snake and really seemed to enjoy it. So it all worked out, and I got to tell them, how cool the snake was. So hopefully that, the thought of killing a snake next time doesn't even enter their mind. That's why I like going on calls like this. Yeah, I hate to hear that people wanted to kill the snake, but if I could show them like how cool the snake is and how harmless it is, and it's just really not there to hurt us at all, and there's really no need to kill it, then that's good for future snakes.
So whenever there's a situation like this, especially when it involves harmless snakes, especially one that has been harmed, there's a lot of confusion in the comments, and a lot of times that confusion is expressed by anger at homeowners, at whoever, including us, for not leaving a king snake in place, not leaving a gopher snake in place, because we agree these are snakes that don't need to be relocated. But the reality, if we put the idealism down for a second, is that this whole situation is incredibly complex and messy. The city has doubled in size since I moved here 25 years ago. There's tons of homes being put up all the time. There's people moving here from all over. It is just not a situation that a lot of people have expected, to have a snake in their yard. There's people that have lived their entire lives in the middle of Scottsdale or Phoenix that find a king snake in their yard or a gopher snake and have never seen it before. It is a ridiculous expectation that everybody's going to handle this in the same way, to the same educated level that we hope that they do. And a lot of times, and this is why we still respond to these calls, is that these snakes, these harmless ones, end up being that learning experience for people, where they call this first time, and if we do our job right, they don't call the second time, because this is where they learn about king snakes. This is when they learn about gopher snakes and learn about, these do live in your yard, and it can take a little while for somebody to negotiate that fact with themselves. We learned the hard way a long time ago about what happens if we let our idealism win and we refuse to come out to get king snakes and gopher snakes and harmless stuff like that. And that result is dead snakes, because people are, it takes some time. So that's our role in these cases, is to relocate the snake, do it in a responsible way, provide as much information as we possibly can to the homeowner so that they know what to do for the next time. And it all works out okay. The snake obviously would be better if it wasn't relocated, but you know that we're going to take great care in doing it. And that's what Bryce did here is just kind of went above and beyond to make sure that the snake is going to be okay. You know, we don't know if it's going to be okay or not, but it's the best that can be done. And this whole situation of snakes and people living together in a massive city, a lot of times it's not pretty. A lot of times it's not the way you'd expect it to be or want it to be. And that's what we're trying to show you here, a little bit of that. So give them a break, and we can all try to learn together how to deal with this.